Hello and good morning. Yes, it is another early morning. It's 7:32 a.m. and where are we going? Greg and I are off to the Charlotte Hamfest today. It's 94 miles. Yeah, there's a lot of superchargers in and around Charlotte. However, I think we can get there and back with one charge, not having to stop on the road. However, if I do decide to stop on the road, guess what? It is not a problem. All right, let's set up the trip meter here and we will get going. I have reset the trip meter to Charlotte Hamfest and we're good to go. Anyway, I've peaked up the battery here. It says another 30 minutes. We don't have 30 minutes, so I'm going to unplug at 99%. And for you miles guys, that's 326 miles. So it's not so shabby here. Let's get our things in the car and get the heck out of here. We are ready to go. Look at this. It drifted to 100%. 326 miles. That's it. We're loaded. We're heading down the road. Hey, Greg.
Good morning.
Yet another adventure.
Deja vu all over again.
Yeah, dang. I'll tell you what. It's what happens when you're retired. You just, you got to go all the time. Well, we better go. We're up here on Highway 74 eastbound. According to this, 59% arrival at the Hamfest. However, we're going to be stopping along the way here in a place called the Pancake House. We're going to meet a bunch of our friends. That's located in the town of Shelby. Nice day. Well, at least it's not raining. And it's blocking the sun going to the east, which is really great. And as usual, running Autopilot, which I do all the time here in the Tesla. Back roads, highways, it doesn't matter. It is really great. I have the upgraded version called Full Self-Driving, where you can actually put an address in. It'll drive you to that address on city streets or highways or a combination of both. Both work very well. The new version 12, well, it's about 100 times better, testers have been saying, which drives very much like a human. Well, I've seen some humans drive, and I don't know. But I think it's the good humans. They filter all that stuff out. We're just coming into the outskirts of Shelby here. That's where we're going for breakfast at the Pancake House. We are at the Pancake House. Can you believe it? Look at all these people. Yeah, I think you two characters are hungry, are you? Yeah, and then we got Phil over here. We're waiting for Ron. He should be here anyway.
Think about what they do.
Keep talking. Look what Phil's eating. You can eat all that, Phil?
No, just for show.
God darn.
What was your eggs?
Oh, over hard.
Okay. I got the right one.
Awesome. Well, look at me. Oh, yeah. Wow, what a roaring place. We come normally early in Hamfest to this place, and we see, what, 20 people? Maybe. Holy mackerel, this place was packed, and it's still packed. It was almost 10 o'clock. We are on to go. We have 60% arrival, which is great, in an hour and 13 minutes and 69 more miles. We are now on Interstate 85, transitioned off of Highway 74. And yeah, look at that, running Autopilot. Of course. So here's a fun fact. Having a tree that doesn't match any of the surrounding trees, what is that? You guessed it, that's a cell site with a camouflage looking thing. We are off the highway. Yeah, we're on to Highway 49. And this will take us to the Calaveras Convention Center. And that gets us to where the Hamfest is going to be. Today's setup, we're going to set up our table. We've got some junk to sell, and that's good junk. Remember, one man's junk is another man's junk. We will be there soon. How about that? 5 miles an hour. I think the 4 fell off the thing. That's what I think. We've made it. Yeah,
Now turn left onto Old Airport Road.
Believe it or not, we're way out in the county here. Calaveras County, I think. And there is the convention center. It's located here. And where are we going, Reliable Services?
Reliable,
which
right.
apparently is not very reliable. You better give him a driving test. Holy crap.
You had your blinker on.
Not only was my signal on, I had the right of way, and he decided to just jump out there.
You can be right, but you're dead right.
Golly. Come on, Reliable Services. You better test your
Now
driver.
turn right.
All right, well, this is the convention center, and looks like everybody's...
In 500 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
No, we are at our destination. We got to find the right one, though. There's a couple of them. We were in that hall one time. Hey, guys, look who I met. This is Jim. He's also a ham. He's selling stuff here for the local club and himself. And we meet Tesla owners everywhere. Jim, what are you driving these days?
I'm driving a 23 Model 3.
Okay.
Rear-wheel drive. It's
Yep.
basic.
Okay.
Had it for about 15 months now, and I just love it.
Excellent. Good deal. What do you hate about it?
Having to keep it as shiny as I like it.
Oh,
is about
well,
the only thing. It's one of them
we
blues.
call that show and shine.
But no, nothing. I just there's nothing I haven't found yet that I don't like about it.
Cool. And you charge at home mostly?
Yes, charge it
Okay.
at home almost all.
Good deal. Well, good deal. Well, it's very nice meeting you here in the Charlotte Hamfest.
Nice seeing you here.
Okay.
And enjoy the next 2 days.
We'll do it. We'll be here.
All right.
Thanks. Now comes the fun part of unloading. If you got stuff here and you need to bring it inside, this is what you got to do. We've been here at the Hamfest for a few hours. Let's have a look at our stats. Looks like 187 miles and we arrived at 57%. I think it was a little more than that. Temperature is 61 degrees, still overcast, supposed to get rain later today. We're going to be here for a little while. We're going to go to dinner. And if we're really lucky, there's a couple wall connectors at our hotel. We're going to hopefully get a little juice there. Yeah, look at that.
$35.
$35 and it's all transistor. Oh, that was pretty modern then. The gates are open to the public. This is the flea market area. And there's a few come in. These are mostly vendors right now. But as you can see, there's everything here. Most of it built before you were born. Yeah, I know how old you are. And I'm here to tell you, some of it's built before you were born. Trust me on that. So just to let you know why I'm telling the truth, that some of this stuff is way before you were born. There's a little gem like this. What is it? It is a vacuum tube test box. When was it built? I would say late 1920s. Pretty cool though. Still works. You can test your antique tubes on it. Here we are, the end of the first night. It's Friday. Everybody's packed up. We're gonna go eat. Let's get it done. We are leaving the convention. We're headed up to Longhorn Steakhouse. We're leaving at 53%. We're leaving the convention center, heading north here. It's about a 7.5 mile trip up to Longhorn. From there, we have another 3 or 4 miles up to our hotel. And of course, it's raining. We're expected to get all kinds of rain today and tomorrow and all that stuff. So it should be interesting. All right, boys, how was your dinner? It looks like you licked the plate almost. How about yours, Ron? Oh, yeah. How about you, Phil? Good. Carl?
Pretty good. I got to taste the potato.
Wow, hey, you're going to lick the potato? Wow, and I had a filet. It's gone. We've arrived here at the Holiday Inn Express. It's kind of cool. They've got two non-Tesla J1772s, and they claim to have 3 of the other. All right, real quick, we've arrived here at 51%. We're going to charge up and we'll be ready to go in the morning. Anyway, we're good. There's 2 Clipper Creeks located way over there. So there's plenty of EV parking here at the Holiday Inn Express in Kannapolis. All right, well, let's get in, take care of getting checked in. 2 Model Ys, 3 wall connectors, one of them's dead.
The next day.
Hello and good morning. Yes, it is early and we are out of here. Hello and good morning. Yes, it is early. Yeah, well, I guess it's not that early. It's 7:30. Had a nice stay here. My bed needs to be replaced here in the hotel there, Holiday Inn Express. Let's see. We've got plenty of juice today. We were able to secure a wall connector. I charged a little bit. I moved the car. I peaked it up this morning so that we'd have enough to get all the way home today. So that worked out well. Didn't have to stop at a supercharger. All right, let's head off to breakfast. I suppose we could eat here, but we're going to be going to IHOP. Navigate to IHOP. All right, so here we are. Now, where we ultimately have to go is up here. So the IHOP we want to go to is A, okay? It's 1.5 miles away. There you go. All right, let's hit the road. Oh man, look at this. Golly. Anyway, here we are. We're, looks like about 17 minutes or so, and we'll be at the convention center where the Hamfest is. We're up here in a place called Kannapolis. And it's the only hotels around unless you want to go into the city of Charlotte, which is down here. So anyway, all right.
Turn right onto Cloverleaf Parkway.
Okay, we'll do. Dang, I think we may need a boat. Wow. We are here. You can't see it, but it's over there. Gee whiz. Anyway, let's see here now. We'll just park ourselves where we were last time. All right, well, we're here. Let's have a look here. 89% new miles, folks. We're at 288. We're not going to have to charge. When we get done here, we'll load up the car and head back to Tryon. Let's see, what else do I have to report? Oh yeah, so far in this trip, it's 135 miles and 38 kilowatt hours at a rate of 283. Not bad. All right, brother, you waiting to get out of here in this nasty weather? Wow.
Yeah.
Liquid sunshine. It is Saturday. Look at the folks here. Let's have a tour around. Let's look at some of the cool stuff here that people brought to sell. Now here's an old favorite. Believe it or not, this is the guts from a Teletype Model 28. Yeah, this is stuff you see in old movies that are clacking away, printing stuff at a police department or whatever. Teletype paper is typically yellow. Here's the United States Naval Communications. This is run by one of our friends here in Cary. Anyway, Teletype's pretty active. This was a transmitter made by Heath Kit, a big kit manufacturer of the 60s up in Benton Harbor, Michigan. This is called a DX60. This is the DX60B version before they changed the meter. It's about 100 watts output, or input I should say, and a lot of novices, early ham radio operators, built this kit, including yours truly. This is the companion receiver to that DX60, except this is just an HR10, not the B version. It's also a kit. A lot of novices built this. You are missing it. Look at that. All these cassette tapes of recorded music. Maybe I'll find you guys some 8-tracks. You never know. This is a very early Heathkit kit. It's called...
Well, I built it in 1958.
1958. Look at that. The owner of the kit's here, 1958. How old were you when in 58?
Let's see, 50, I was born in 39.
Well, I was born in 57, so I was 1 year old when you built this kit.
Yeah, I just got out of Texas on the Air Force, down to Florida, for
Right.
the radar site.
Right?
I built this there.
Wow, how cool.
Yeah.
Have you used it on and off, or has it just been in the garage?
No, actually I've rebuilt it, put all new capacitors and everything.
Oh, wow.
But I've sold it, bought it back.
Oh, did you really? I don't see, this is a really nice one. I haven't seen very nice ones. Generally, they're beat
The only
up.
thing is, when I was in Newfoundland, I had put a little antenna right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I built a whole drill.
This is all fiber anyway, right?
Right.
Some kind, yeah. Yeah, very good. Well, it sure
I
looks
actually got
nice.
the original manual that I had.
Do you really? Wow. $40. Wants me to give you $40, but I'm resisting hard.
No, don't resist.
No, I'm resisting hard. I found one. Yeah, you know what that hole is? That is an 8-track tape hole. And a realistic. I imagine you have 8-track tapes, do you? Do you?
I didn't bring them with me. It was actually recorded. It used to record.
Oh, no kidding. You can record as well.
Yeah,
Wow.
I did.
That is cool. They're offered this wonderful Instamatic with flash cubes. Yep, they're unused. That's the blue dot tells you that. And the Instamatic was one of Kodak's inventions. It used a cartridge for the film. And I would imagine a lot of folks had this. I had one. I think the whole world had one. Wow.
On my bicycle trip with me.
Did you really? And a lot of people don't know what this is. This is an extension for the flash cube up on top. How cool is that? $5. That is a wonderful deal. Now this is a beauty. This is a Hammerland Receiver. This is an SX100 vacuum tube receiver. I don't know what the date is, but I'm sure it was 40s to 50s, made by Hallicrafters. Pretty nice. You never can tell what you'd find in these places. The Yamaha keyboard. You don't see these very often. This is a Tintec transceiver, amateur radio. They want $150 for it. It is a solid-state QRP transmitter made in Tennessee, Sevierville, Tennessee. So what do you see here? 1955 license plate. A lot of you don't even know what this thing is. Yes, this is a calculator. It's called a slide rule. Yeah, exactly. Or a slip stick, right? Yeah, there's a nice table radio made by DeWald. Very cool. Yeah, this is a tape deck of the 60s. Stereo. But this one actually has some special features. If we look here, this is an 8-track tape. Yeah, it's cartridge. See, it's got a recording tape inside. Now, where would you put it in a tape deck like this? Right in the side. It plugs right into the slot, and you can play your 8-track along with your reel-to-reel stuff. And that is pretty darn cool.
And you can even take and convert reel-to-reel to 8-track or vice versa.
How about that? You can take the data, or in this case, audio off of the 8-track and that way, or vice versa, and put it in your car. That's right. What do we have here? We have a BNK Tube Tester. It's the book. You set the controls and find the tube number. You set the controls on the front, and you can actually test those vacuum tubes. Very useful. Now, you don't see this every day. This is an Autotune R390. What does that mean to you? It's a communications receiver, but this one is Autotune. Look at the gearing. Tunes all the stages. Everything is adjustable. It's a communications receiver. And you set the frequency and press go, and it automatically tunes the receiver. It's pretty darn cool. They've only made 1,400 of these, and this is one of them. Serial number 891. These are vacuum tube shortwave receivers made by Lafayette. This one's an S121 Hallicrafters. This one's the Lafayette. It's actually made by Trio. You don't see this very often. This is a AM radio with a clock in the middle. Set the navigation. Navigate to Tryon, North Carolina. All right, looks close enough. And just like that, the navigation set us up. You notice the nav is taking us around the horn here because this is all messed up here, which is just fine. So we're going up and around Charlotte, and we'll get there. So and we'll go down 74. All right, let's move it. We're leaving at 87%, and for you miles, folks, 285 miles. Looks like we have 115 miles to the house. Let's go. Google has navigated us around Interstate 85 here on its bypass called 485. And we got a little conundrum here, but at least we're moving. We're not black. And here we are. We couldn't pass a McDonald's. We're stopping to get a small Scottish lunch. We're just into the town of Shelby. Thought I'd look at what the camera sees here. You can see the same thing out front. If you're not familiar with full self-driving, watch some of my videos. It's amazing how the car can navigate. Just give it a location where to go and it'll take you there. I'm over halfway home and it's still drizzling and messing around here. It's just nasty. Temperature is 57 degrees. Making good progress here. Navicomputer says 20 miles to the house. And it looks like finally the clouds gave up dropping rain. Still wet outside a little bit, but 55 degrees. That's okay. I'll take that over rain. We had enough rain this trip. You know, a lot of you have asked me why I take all these trips and why I do them. Well, I'll tell you right now, Autopilot. Autopilot is one of the advancements here on the Tesla, above overall, that allows me to go everywhere. 2-lane roads, back roads, some dirt roads, and certainly all the highways. Why? Because you're not constantly driving the car, making sure that it's, staying in the middle of the road and keeping your distance and all that baloney. You just set the navigation as you see, and the car just drives. Holy mackerel. I arrive less fatigued. I can go further in a day, and it is just the way to go. What do I say? Autopilot. That's Tesla Autopilot. We're just about home here. We'll be home soon. I'll see you guys there. Greg and I made it home. Yeah, good trip, man. Went up early Friday, met with Phil and Ron, carpooled all the way back to the Hamfest area in Concord, North Carolina, and we had a great time. We messed around on Friday. We set up our stuff for sale. We browsed all the tables, went and had a good dinner, spent the night, got up, spent most of the day, and left about noon. Let's have a look at some of the trip data. 246 miles, 72 kilowatt hours used at a rate of 293. Temperature was reasonable, it was in the 50s, not so bad. All in all, it was a really great trip. Whether you're an amateur radio operator or not, it is really cool to see some of this old equipment. A lot of people don't realize just how old stuff was that we were all used to. Kind of like a fossil fuel car. We've been driving them for years and we're used to all its peculiarities, oil changes, maintenance, knobs, buttons, junk like that. When you get in a car like a Tesla, it doesn't have all that junk. It has all the same functionality, most of it right here on the screen. But if you ignore the screen And look at the steering wheel. It's the same as a fossil fuel car. A lot of people don't seem to think that. Also, there is no maintenance on an electric car like this Tesla. The other part of it is you do not spend as much money maintaining your car for driving it on a regular basis. You plug it in like your cell phone at night and it's ready to go. If you liked today's video, give me a like, and if you would, please subscribe. Don't forget to pass it on to your friends, and do not forget my referral link. That gets me free supercharging miles so I can bring you more EV adventures. Thanks for watching. I'll look for you in my next video, and take care.